Hey there, it's Swilly G McGee, and the G stands for Good at Gathering Junk. And me and my friend Swilly Jim went out in the woods the other day, and we found a whole bunch of neat stuff just laying around in a pile, sort of. And I'm about to show you them. I actually made the first part of this video before, but for some reason it got deleted. I don't know. My camera phone, it's not very good. So here it is. And this is the top off of a big old jar. It did have these two little holders, and it was a pretty big one-mouth jar, and I think it was supposed to be a gallon. It's too bad we couldn't find the whole thing, but anyway. Okay, and then there's this bottle. This one is actually in one piece. It says somewhere on here like federal law prohibits resale or something. Somebody I know, Swilly Jim's dad, he said it's something to do with the prohibition, like back in them days. I don't know if it's that old. I mean, it could be. Hopefully I don't drop it. It says 1 pint. It's just a nice little bottle I found out in the woods. Alright, here's the Pepsi bottle. You can't really see it very good. It's deteriorated. That used to say Pepsi, I'm sure. And the bottom broke out of it. It's full of dirt. You can find better bottles and stuff, but this is what we found. And we found a Worley's Mountain Dew, not Mountain Dew, what am I retarded? Worley's root beer bottle. This one's pretty nice too. Say root beer, Worley's. The neck's broken out of it too. Beverage of distinction. Yep. Never even heard of this one really. I guess they stopped making it. Either that or I just don't drink enough root beer. I might post a picture of that too if I can find one. I'm sure I can. The internet has all of it. Alright. Alright, here's a Mountain Dew bottle. It's nicer shaped than the other one, the Pepsi bottle. It's the, I guess the hillbilly version. That's what the ad on it hints at. There it is. It'll take, I don't know, I can't even read it. It'll take more innards or something. I don't know. You can probably Google a picture of what it's supposed to look like. I might just put one up too, matter of fact. Yeah, the neck's broken. Alright. Okay, and then there's this thing. It's some kind of a big lawnmower. It's not a saw, but I know what this thing looks like, so I'm just gonna put a picture of it. And yeah. And then there's this thing. It's a little label plate that came off of I guess an air conditioner or a freezer. Something. It's aluminum, signature. That's all I know about that. Alright, this picture here is sort of what that thing in the woods looked like. You can see we took the metal strip from next to a cage like thing with vent slits in the side, and it kind of looked like this. You know what I forgot to tell you about the other two things? Well, that's just a pot. That's a pot. It's oval. They didn't usually make them oval. And that thing back there is actually like a propane burner. Because they used to have some tobacco barns and stuff. And they dried out the tobacco with that. And little jar. That used to be like, you close it. It was on the side of a barrel. Little door looking thing. I suppose it was like for a furnace or something. We didn't get the furnace thing. It was just a barrel anyway, but we got the lid. And there's a license plate. You can barely read it. I don't even know what it says. And that's about it. Yeah, so that's all the stuff we found. It was mostly Swilly Jim finding it. There's my dog. I think I found the Pepsi bottles and the Mountain Dew, but he found everything else. I was just kind of along, you know, helping. But yeah, that pallet, we actually we hauled all this crap back on the pallet two of us carrying it, and it was, you know, I had to rest halfway, but we made it. There was actually more. We did have a big bundle of wire, but I don't have that here. It's just a big bundle of wire. It's not that interesting to look at. I'll probably use that for tomato cage or something. Excuse me. Yeah, that's about it then. Guess I'll see you next time. I have been Super McGee, or whatever I said. Goodbye. This has been a ZooWorks production.